Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite perfume discoveries of 2021. Now, this does not mean that these fragrances have launched in 2021. It means these are my favorite discoveries of the year. And I'm only going to be mentioning fragrances that I have full bottles of. There's been plenty of amazing perfumes I've discovered within this year, but I don't have bottles of them yet. I don't want to mention those because I exclusively want to be talking about things that I've been die hard for, that I've been wearing, that I just absolutely love. These are all fragrances that I would 100% repurchase if I ran out. I cannot be without these in my collection. And I had a lot of loves these year, but these are like next level love. Because I love everything in my collection. If I don't love it, it goes. But these are, I'm obsessed. So before we begin, this portion of the video is kindly sponsored by Lily Silk. Lily Silk, you guys. I was so excited when they reached out because I've heard so much about this brand. It has been all over YouTube. They have such beautiful, luxurious silk products, and I'm very excited to share them with you today. So the first piece is obviously this beauty. They told me I could pick out a silk blouse, and I had to go with black. You guys know how much I love to wear black. It's my favorite color to wear. And this is just giving me all the vibes. I feel like a full-on boss woman in this blouse. And I don't know about you guys, but my favorite way to style silk blouses is to have like a lacy bodysuit underneath, just like slightly peeping through. Looks so good. I got this blouse in a size medium and it fits perfectly. And look at the packaging that this arrived in. Oh my gosh, absolutely stunning. Like, this is just total luxury, and this is perfect for Christmas, a birthday, anything, like any sort of gifting occasion. This is stunning. It's like already wrapped and ready to go for you. And they also sent me 2 pillowcases, also coming in the same packaging, but just smaller boxes. And this is the pillowcase I picked out. My pillow kind of looks like a brick because I have a memory foam pillow. It's so luxe, it's so shiny. It feels like butter. This is just heaven to sleep on. And I went with the white pillowcase. Can never go wrong with white. It just looks best with my bedding. I was actually super stoked about the pillowcases. I've been using silk pillowcases for years now, and I'm never gonna go back. And Lily Silk carries a bunch of silk products. They have blouses, pajamas, pillowcases, bedding sets, scrunchies. Like, if you love silk, Lily Silk is the place to go. They have everything. They use the finest grade 6A mulberry silk for their products, and mulberry silk has a ton of beauty benefits for your hair and skin, which is why I started using silk products a while ago. Silk is so buttery and soft that you're not going to have any friction while you sleep if you use a silk pillowcase, which if you are experiencing friction, that's a way you're going to get sleep wrinkles. And same kind of thing with your hair, if you're not experiencing that friction, your hair isn't going to break off, and silk is really going to help your hair stay healthy. If you're someone that seems to always get hot during the night, try silk. It is so cooling and refreshing on the skin. Another fun fact that I had no idea about, but it's so cool, silk contains natural cellular albumin, which helps speed up the metabolism of skin cells, therefore reducing the signs of aging. It's hypoallergenic, soft and lightweight, breathable, moisture wicking. Like, the benefit list goes on and on. I knew silk was amazing, but I didn't know the list of benefits was this extensive. And Lily Silk is environmentally conscious with zero waste. Lily Silk has been getting a lot of hype, and rightfully so. They've even worked with a bunch of celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow, Nina Dobrev, Melissa Roch, Meghan Trainor. So if you haven't invested in silk products yet, now is the time to do so. So thanks again to Lily Silk for sponsoring this portion of the video, and now we will move on to the fragrances. I can't even put into words the love that I have for the 7 Virtues Santal Vanille. I feel like they should sponsor me at this point. I have been the spokesperson for this perfume. I cannot say enough amazing things about this fragrance. You know, even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would still have a fragrance collection. I had one before I started YouTube. But if I were a signature scent kind of girl, it would be Santal Vanille. This or Parfum de Marly Haired, but I did not discover that this year. That was a while ago. Whenever anybody asks me for a spicy, woody fragrance recommendation, it is always going to be Santal Vanille. This is very similar to Le Labo's Santal 33, but I like this so much better. I love Santal 33, but it's very masculine to me, so this is just perfect. This is straight down the line unisex, but in comparison to Santal 33, I think this is kind of like the feminine counterpart. It's not as harsh and dry. This has a little bit more of a creamy quality to it from the coconut milk and the vanilla. I really don't get coconut milk though. This has an addicting dry blast of sandalwood. You have amazing spicy notes, cardamom, pepper. You have cashmeran and libinum, giving it this like warm resinous kind of quality. I literally consider this to be a full-blown masterpiece. This completely smells niche to me. I cannot believe that this is sold at the price that it is. This lasts forever on my skin. It has such an edgy, cool kind of personality to it. Like, this is me in a bottle. I have quite a few fragrances that are like that. I want to do a video on that. This is definitely one of them. Le Labo Santal 33 is my boyfriend's signature scent, so when I wear this and he wears that, like, we're quite the power couple. These two are my favorite vanilla discoveries of the year. These two and Spirituous Double Vanille are my top 3 favorite vanilla fragrances in my collection. I cannot get enough. Kayali's Vanilla 28 is by far the best simplistic vanilla perfume that you could possibly get, but it is not simple in the slightest in terms of it being boring. This is stunning. This is an absolute lifer. It is a must-have staple in anyone's collection. I love this on its own. I love it with practically every single fragrance in my collection. I get insane compliments when I wear this. This is my sister's signature scent, and she has people running up to her asking her what she's wearing. She gets people texting her being like, what were you wearing today? Straight up, this is a brown sugar vanilla extract type of perfume with added notes of amber wood. So like, it's definitely warm and cozy and enveloping, absolutely mouth-watering. This is by far my favorite Kayali fragrance, and this will always be in my collection. And on to my next one, Mugler's Note Vanille. This is the best boozy vanilla fragrance I have in my collection. Also, Kayali Vanilla 28 has a little bit of like a boozy vibe to it, a little bit. This has rum and cognac in it. But it's not a blast of like alcohol. Like, even if you're not into boozy fragrances, I think you would love this. And this, it just smells like high quality. You get this vanilla essential oil kind of vibe to it, and you get this added warmth from the amber. I am die hard for amber. Give me amber in a fragrance and I am in love. It also has this addictive incense quality. The opening is just phenomenal. Like, I have nothing more to say than just wow. I love the citrus notes that they used in conjunction with the rest. It's just wow, what a perfect blend. And on their website it says that Note Vanille gives you the memory of skin being warmed in the sun, and I read that and I'm just like, ah, I get that. So this is a fall winter day, but the sun is warm and it's just like shining directly on your skin. And you get this like sensual, beautiful scent just radiating from you. Like, this smells like luxury without trying too hard. Moving on to my favorite Mugler fragrance ever. This is Angel Muse EDP. I love the Angel line. I really do. I know it's not for everyone, but I will say it loud and proud. This has that angel DNA, but the patchouli is died down. It's still definitely there. Like, patchouli is still very much dominant in this fragrance, but it's not quite of an overload as it is in the original. And I love patchouli. Patchouli and I get along very well. It just works with my skin. It gives me this really like edgy, cool kind of vibe. Fits in with my personality very well. This is also me in a bottle, totally. Also love chocolate in my fragrances. This and Gourmand Coquine are by far my favorite chocolates in my collection. This is woody, warm, spicy, aromatic, a bit earthy with a chocolatey twist. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I get compliments like crazy with this fragrance. It's a good one. No, it's a great one. Straying away from my usual, you know, like vanillic or woody or spicy scents, those are my favorite. We have Delina and Delina Exclusive. So I discovered these not in 2021. I discovered them earlier, and then I had the Be Layered dupes for a while, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, I need the original. So I bought the originals this year. This is very different to the usual scent profile that I tend to gravitate towards. Like I said, if I were to put me in a bottle, I am like woody, vanilla, warm, spicy, like unisex. That's my vibe. But I also feel incredibly like myself when I wear these fragrances. This is still 100% very much me, but it's like a different aspect of me. It's like a different side of my personality. I love and adore this scent profile so much that I had to get both. And that's very unlike me, because usually I won't have two fragrances in my collection that vibe. Perhaps this is redundant because these are so hyped, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. The original Delina, as we all might, know and love. This is rose, peony, rhubarb, lychee, perfection. This is sensuality in a bottle while multitaneously also being extremely classy and elevated. And I find that to be so unique and special in a fragrance when one scent can pull so many different moods. You get this addictive, uplifting, sparkly, fruity sweetness from the lychee. It's a very unique fruit note. It's now getting a lot more popular in perfumery, I think, because of this fragrance. And the rhubarb adds a unique tartness and zing. And I love peony in fragrances. It's so delicate and soft and beautiful, and it's not like an indolic floral where it's so heavy and just like intense. I love the rose that's in here. This is a rose that I really jive with. It's very fresh. Like the color of the rose is the color of this bottle. It's not anything too dark red or heavy. Oh my gosh, so beyond stunning. And then the Exclusive definitely is a bit more vanillic. It has more of a creamy quality. It's more powdery. This is more for cooler weather. And it has oud listed, but 100% honest, like I don't pick up oud at all. So don't be afraid of that. Just wow. These will forever be loves in my collection. I will always repurchase them. I mean, all of these I am going to be repurchasing. Another classy fragrance, Mon Guerlain, the original. Every time I wear this, I fall more and more in love with it. In fact, I am so in love with it that I'm going to be getting a 100 ml of the intense version. I cannot get enough of the scent profile. It's kind of like the same situation with the Delinas. And I am just flying through this bottle. This is an absolute dumb reach for me in my collection. I'm always in the mood for this. This is perfect for all occasions, all seasons. This is just effortlessly classy, chic, timeless. Oh my gosh, it's just good. This is, you know, lavender vanilla, as I'm sure you all know, because it's such a popular perfume. It takes a lot for me to be impressed with a designer fragrance, and this is it. And it's blended so well that I really can't pick out individual notes other than the lavender and the vanilla. Like there's obviously florals in here, but I couldn't tell you or pinpoint exactly what they were. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the girl that everybody loves. This is the girl next door that's just so sweet and cute. She has a great personality. She's honestly friends with everyone. She's like a little angel on earth, and she's not trying to be or anything. Like she's just genuinely that person. Then we have my absolute love Minuit Demi from Fragrancebuy.ca. This is my favorite Fragrancebuy.ca fragrance that I have ever tried, and I've tried a handful. Oud June Intense, also amazing. She absolutely killed it with this fragrance. Wow, like honestly 10 out of 10 fragrance. I wouldn't change anything about this. This is my favorite coffee fragrance that I've ever experienced because it's not overly coffee. Like I cannot do intense cafe. It's just too much. It's too coffee and then it's too sweet. Like it's not for me. I love this because it's balanced so beautifully with the other notes. The coffee isn't like bam in your face. It's a very smooth coffee note. It's like the dark roast coffee beans. You vanilla and caramel to sweeten it up, but I don't get identifiably caramel. Like the blend is just, oh yes. There's cardamom and pimento to give it this addictive amount of spiciness. Honestly, don't let that deter you from trying this fragrance. If the spicy notes scare you a little bit, don't be scared. They are lovely, they're beautiful, they're present but soft. It's not going to be anything too heavy or overwhelming at all. There's tobacco, cedar, liquor, cashmere in. Honestly, this fragrance has a plethora of my absolute favorite notes in perfumery. I am obsessed. This is also very much so me in a bottle, and I get compliments every time I wear this. And for my last two favorites, these two actually have a little bit more of a simpler DNA, but nonetheless they're absolutely extraordinary. A lot of my fragrances are like definitely more complex. These are more simple. We have BDK Rouge Smoking, my favorite BDK. Gris Charnel is absolutely stunning. I highly recommend it. I just can't personally do it because of the fig note. I can't stand fig. But it is stunning nonetheless. Creme de Coeur, if that's how you pronounce it, is also really good. I have a bottle of Velvet Tonka, love that one, and I really want to try Wood Jasmine. But for my personal preferences, my style, Rouge Smoking is my favorite. This just makes me so happy. I think this, no, yeah. This is the first cherry fragrance that I absolutely fell in love with. This is a perfume where every time I smell it, like my eyes roll back into my head. It's so good. So this is obviously cherry, vanilla, tonka bean. It's a bit powdery. This smells very similar to like a cherry Pepsi with some powdered sugar donuts on the side. It's so gourmand and good. It entices you, it intrigues you. It's like, what is that? It has this uplifting, fizzy, sweet, fruity, you know, kind of vibe to it. And also this juice, unreal. I think this is like my favorite color of juice I've ever seen. Like, it's so fun. I also love like some ambery colored juices. My last one, which is so different from all these other ones I've talked about, but this is Guerlain's Aqua Allegoria Coconut Fizz. I've also tried a bunch from the Aqua Allegoria line, and this is by far my favorite. I have a couple more that I want to try, but this has been the standout to me. Also, love the juice color. How this looks is how it smells. This is so refreshing and happy. This is Hawaii in a bottle. I wore this exclusively to my trip to Kauai, and now it just has all those memories associated with it. This is also the best coconut fragrance I've ever tried. I love the smell of coconut. I love the taste of coconut, but I'm very picky about what type of coconut goes into my fragrances. I'm not a fan of things that smell like sunscreen. I don't want it to be too heavy or thick or sweet or creamy. It's like, oh, it's just too much or artificial. It's not the vibe. This tastes like the most natural, exquisite coconut water pouring from the fountain of youth. On Fragrantica, it says that there's notes of coconut nectar and water fruit. What the heck is water fruit? I don't know, but it definitely does have this watery kind of quality to it without the fragrance smelling watered down. The Aqua Allegoria range is known for being, you know, lighter perfumes, but I do get like decent performance with this one. It's one of the better lasting ones from the collection. I definitely pick up a stunning, crisp, fresh, white, floral freesia note. You get the bergamot, which is really refreshing and uplifting. This is my #1 summer fragrance recommendation, okay? Take notes, take a screenshot, write it down. Anna Lauren's favorite summer fragrance is Guerlain's Aqua Allegoria Coconut Fizz. So those were my favorite perfume discoveries of 2021. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know what your favorite perfume discoveries were. If you have any recommendations for me, you know, seeing my list of absolute obsessions, like, do you have any recommendations that you think I would vibe with? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I would appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!